Good morning, and welcome to 2018. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Winnie. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. Are you excited? God is good. We made it. I am so thankful that we've made it and crossed over into the year 2018. And today is the 1st of January 2018. Many of you, many of us, indeed, maybe when we were going through 2017, maybe when it started, or maybe halfway through the year, you kind of thought, how am I going to get through this? But hey, look, however you got through 2017, you're here now. And forget 2017, we're starting on a brand new day with a brand new year, with a brand new you, I hope. Ladies and gentlemen, it's such an honor to serve you once again this year in 2018. It's going to be a year of progress, and I am still in the process of finding the best way to communicate to many of you, because as I'm aware, many of you are listening to me from different parts of the world, and I'm trying to find the best platform to use to be able to communicate and reach many of you. And I will also try to keep these audios brief, because I'm aware that even though it's some parts of the world, Wi-Fi or data or whatever you call it in your country, not everybody has the same access, even though in 2018 the world is moving into what we're calling 4G, not 4G, 5G. 5G is literally a faster internet or faster Wi-Fi. I'm not a technical person, but there's still some parts of the world where it's difficult to be able to communicate, and it's really my prayer that everybody can hear some of what we are hearing, because I have listened to some of your testimonies and they are absolutely powerful. The things that you've been able to achieve since you've been listening to me, or since you have been a part of the empowered family. So ladies and gentlemen, this morning, now I know with time difference, I've just literally got up now. It's been a very eventful night. But by God's grace, we're here. Now, guys, listen, 2018, what is my focus? Winnie, what's your focus? 2018, I have termed, the theme for me, and the theme that I'm going to run by as I lead in various empowered arenas where I am. 2018 is a year of action. It is a year of implementation. It is a year of application. Now, I'm going to ask you, if last year you had a book that you're using and maybe you still have space in that book, make sure you write down big, massive letters 2018. And in the way we work in the empowered groups is you make sure you have a piece of paper or you have a book and you make notes and you write. Now, what do I mean by a year of action and a year of application and a year of implementation? This is what I mean, is that some of you that have been following me now, some of you said you've been following me for a year. You've been listening to me for 2 years. You've been listening to me for 1 month, for 4 months. However long you've been listening to me, not just me particularly, but the books you've been reading, the lessons you've been learning, the courses you've done at university, all this information and knowledge you acquired in 2017. What I mean by 2018 is a year of action. This year, you're going to put in practice everything you've been learning. You're going to put it in practice. That's what I mean. Because I can guarantee you can finish off the whole of 2018 and still be in the same place as you started 2018. That is sad. But we're going to ensure, and the reason why you have joined this, should I call it movement, is to make sure that there is progress, personal progress, as a group, as a nation, as a people, that we make progress and real progress. Now, as we go out throughout this week, I will break down each of these words, which mean exactly the same thing. But I will break them down as we go along. This is just an intro, so that I make sure every single one of you, and I would like both the men and the women to discuss, use your words this year. If you've been somebody, you're shy or you don't know how to speak, we're going to make sure you can speak and you can communicate, so that there is movement and there is action. Now, how are you going to ensure there is action? How are you going to make sure that, okay, Winnie, I hear you. It's a year of action. It's a year of application. It's a year of implementation. How are we going to ensure that? Number one, you're going to make sure you have a plan, a weekly plan. You're going to make sure Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that before you even start the week, you know exactly what you're going to do that week. Now, for a number of people, you might say to me, Winnie, I don't have a job. Winnie, I don't know how to do that. We're going to teach you how to plan. And that by nature, I am the kind of person that believes that until you've told somebody something, don't expect it of them. And so I could easily say, okay, plan. And for some people, that could be easy. But for others, maybe you've never even heard of the word plan. Or maybe you've heard the word plan, but when it comes to application, well, how exactly do I plan? That's something that we're going to discuss today in a group or throughout this week as we begin. In order for you to make sure that there's action, I believe it was Denzel Washington that said this, that just because you're doing a lot, it doesn't mean you're getting a lot done. I know we as a people do that. Not just us actually. Humans in general. You ask somebody, what are you doing? I'm so busy today. Oh, okay, great. So what did you do? And they're like, well, actually, I'm not quite sure what I did, but I was very busy. We need to move from that kind of place. Just because you're doing a lot, some of us are doing things, you're doing so many things, none of which are moving you in the right direction. None of which are moving you in a direction of achieving the things you want to achieve. None of them are moving you in a direction of discovering who you are. Or if you've discovered who you are, none of the things you're doing, that even though it seems like you're doing a lot, are actually helping you achieve your goals. He also said this, I'm not sure if it's the same person. Somebody else said this as well. That just because you're moving, it doesn't mean you're making progress. Just because you're moving, it doesn't mean you're making progress. Personally, I'm addicted to progress. I say that all the time. If I'm not making progress, I'm a little bit frustrated. Like, okay, hold on, what did I do today? What did I achieve today? What have I learned today? So how do we make sure that in the things you're doing, you're actually achieving something? How do we make sure that in the movements you're making, that you're actually making progress? Here's how. Number one, you have a plan. One of the things I'm going to ask you to do, if you are a member of the empowered groups, both the men and the women, and by the way, if you're listening to us for the first time and you're saying, Winnie, I want to be a part of these groups, I'm going to ask you to get in touch via, I'm going to say Facebook, because a number of you are on Facebook. Or if you're not, go ahead and comment. This is going to be posted. I'll post this on YouTube as well, on our channel. Make sure you subscribe and comment below. Just say, look, Winnie, I want to be a part of this. And I will invite you to come and join us in the groups. But what are you going to do? Have a plan. And what I'm going to ask you on a weekly basis, I want you to submit a plan. I've said to myself that these groups are going to be like educational institutions. It's going to be like a college. I'm running an online college. That's what I'm going to call it. Because I want us to come out of our comfort zones. I want you to get things out of your head. You know, it's funny, in your head, you're probably achieving and building many things. But in reality, you're doing nothing. So I want things out of your head and onto paper. And so every week, I want you to submit a plan. Don't worry, I'll teach you how to do that. And in your plan, I want you to write down for me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I want you to write down on Monday, I am going to do this. On Tuesday, I'm going to do this. Now, don't be afraid, because it may seem like, well, I don't really have much to do. Don't worry about that. Look, I don't care even if on Monday you write down, on Monday, I am going to clean my room. Whatever you write down, you've got to write something down. You've got to learn how to plan and then to see that plan through. So every Sunday, let's call it Sunday, because Monday is when many parts of the world, even though I know some parts of the world, the week begins on a Sunday. But on Sundays, I want you to submit your plan. You submit the plan and say, look, this is what I'm going to do. You write it down, take a picture of it and send it to me. And send it to us via the groups that we have. And why am I asking you to send the plan? So that you have people who you're accountable to. Many times people don't achieve their plans or don't do anything because you're not accountable to anyone. No one's going to see if I have done it or not. So it doesn't matter. So the reason for this is to help you, is to motivate you, is to get you moving. That yes, there's somebody that people that are watching that we're going to be accountable one to another. We're going to be our brother's keepers. So whatever it is, I don't care what it is that you do. Monday, I'm going to make whatever it is, just so that you get into the habit of making a plan. And then come by the end of the week, you yourself are able to look into that plan and say, wow, I said I was going to do this. I have done it. I said I'm going to do this and I have done it. You get to tick off. I love ticking things off when I have done them. That's going to be our focus in 2018. As I said, I'm still trying to find the best medium to be able to speak to you and to communicate to you. And I'll ask you if you can let me know what is the best way to communicate to you, depending on what part of the world you are, because these messages can be converted into various, to go into various mediums so that everybody is able to access this information. But today being the 1st of January 2018 or 2018 is going to be and is a year of action. We are going to get things done. We want to begin to see things tangible. Let me finish with this point. It's a year of application. What do I mean by application? I will break this down as the week goes on. But when I'm thinking about application, again, if you're new to listening to me, I use very simplistic ways. My thing is this. Let me say thing. I like to keep it honest and simple. I like to communicate in such a way that it's so easy that your 3-year-old child can understand it. I don't want to complicate things, because what I am interested in is that you understand and you're able to put in action what you've understood. So when I thought about application, I kind of thought about when you're going to apply, let me say Vaseline or cream to your hands. You apply the cream. Now, it's one thing to have the cream or Vaseline in your hands. Until you rub it in your hands and you actually apply it to your skin, it benefits you nothing. People will say to you, how come your skin is so dry? Now, it's no use you saying, no, I have cream at home. I have Vaseline at home. Yeah, well, if you have it, until you apply it, your skin will remain dry. And so what I'm saying in conclusion of this recording, that many of you in 2017, you've had the Vaseline. You've had the cream in your houses. But you've ended the year with very dry skin. Not because you didn't have the Vaseline. And not because you didn't know, or the cream and you didn't understand that if you apply this cream, if you apply this Vaseline, it's going to help your skin that is really dry become moist and soft. You knew that. You had. But what you lacked is the application. And what I'm saying to you in 2018, I want you to dip your finger into the jar of Vaseline or squeeze some cream into your hands. And all I am asking you to do, rub your hands together and apply it onto your skin. That's what I mean by 2018 is a year of application. Everything you have learned, don't try and learn too many new things. I want you to go through your book where you've been writing the things you've been writing. And now I want you to go ahead and to start doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop it here. I will come to you in the groups and we will continue to speak under the theme that 2018 is a year of application. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Winnie K, and I am so honored to serve you in 2018. I am looking forward to many of your testimonials, and thank you so much to those of you who have already submitted your testimonials since you've been following me, the things you have learned. I'll be able to share this with many other people. If you haven't yet done so, this is a year of application and action. Get on with it and send it to me. Thank you so much. Lots of love. This is Winnie K, empowering Ugandan men and women.